Hello, Mark Crossfield here in my hands. We're going to look today with GolfOnline, the JPX Mizuno 900 driver. It's beautifully blue. I've used one of these drivers in the older model and I really enjoyed the look of it. They've gone for more of a matte black or matte blue finish this time, which looks equally as stunning. Shop floor appeal of this club is going to be very hard to beat. We've got some real numbers here as well, and we've also got some on-course testing, which I'll talk to you about as the review goes on. So we're seeing similar ideas to the previous model. We've got two sliding weights here, and you've got tracks in the toe and in the heel and through the center, and the two weights can be moved separately or together. They literally come out of the tracks. You can put them where you need to do, with the ideas of manipulating spins, so moving the weight forward to moving the weight back will manipulate the spin up and down. Probably looking at around 300 to 500 revs max, and then out towards the toe and in towards the heel to try and influence maybe some directional ideas as well, which again your strike and club face to path deliveries will override those, but they will deliver certain feels. I did some interesting tests recently with another manufacturer where I wasn't told where the weight was, and I think it was really interesting how much it affected my feel of the club, which then in turn will affect delivery. We also get another little sliding weight here on the bottom, which allows you to move it's got open, neutral and closed settings, so it allows you to move how the face is sitting on the ground, subject to if you're putting it on the ground, obviously, because it's basically moving how it's reacting with the ground. Now you've got a neck on this club that moves the loft around a lot, so 7.5 up to about 11.5 I think it is. And as you move the loft around that much, it's going to open and close the face at a dress a little bit, and this pad on the bottom might be able to offset that fraction if you desire a certain look down by the ball. Now I'm not a massive fan of these pads. They've been out before in other manufacturers. I actually realise when I look at my high-speed footage of me hitting the driver, I do hover the club just before I'm about to go, and I would never say I did. I didn't even notice I do it. I kind of set and then I pick up to go. So with that club not touching the floor, there's going to be a limit to maybe what that pad is actually really doing. But if for someone who's grounding that club out and then gripping it, that might have an effect for you. It wouldn't stop me buying the club, but it's not something that would sell it to me that much. Now, when I tried it, looking at the numbers here, my pad just gone to sleep. I'm carrying it 261, so my 262 is that kind of joke number that every club goes, and this one's out there at 261, so it's in that exact bracket. Topping out at 269, bottoming down at 253, so my strike doing its thing there. So 269 top carry, really good, spinning at 1.9, and that's what I like about these drivers. Even though it's averaging 2.6, I think if I hit enough shots, all with the desired strike I want, it would be performing, well, my performance being in place around a 2.2 spin model. I reckon I could get it near a 2000 if I really manipulated the weights as much as possible, but it's going to be, obviously, my strike's going to override that so much. It's a very good performing club, spinning at 14.7. It's in there with as good as any of them. It's always that interesting question with Mizuno woods, isn't it? They just don't go in people's bags as much as maybe they should, and I'm a culprit maybe of that a little bit. Even I have bagged one of these before as well, and I did really enjoy my time with it. I think Mizuno, again, have made a very solid driver that produces some good numbers, and if you want one of the best looking drivers out there, this one's gonna do that. Go and try it. Put it in your fitting sections, you know, get it out there and put it into your next fit. Ask them to supply it for you to try. See what numbers you get. Post comments down below. Let me know what numbers you do get with it. It's an interesting driver from Mizuno. I don't think there's anything massively changing the world in there, but another very solid, good players club. Post those comments down below. Love to hear what you've got to say.